Egypt's former President Hosni Mubarak's back in court. He'll face charges together with his sons, security aides and an interior minister who served in his administration. They face charges of killing protesters in January 2011. Prosecutors are also investigating charges of abuse of power and embezzlement. Prosecution is scheduled to present its arguments and evidence this Saturday. More than 1,000 supporters of former President Mohamed Morsi are also expected in court. Judicial sources say the trial will be held in Minya, south of Cairo. Now, for the latest, we're joined live by Adil Maruhi. He's in Cairo. Adil, if we look at what is happening in Cairo, what is the latest from your side?
Well, the trial has been adjourned for a short break, and it should start any minute now, through which the prosecution have gave quite an elaborate point of view to the court about how and why the former President Hosni Mubarak and his interior ministry are convicted of killing the protesters, through which the prosecution stressed on the peacefulness through which the 2011 January protests began, saying that the police shooted some protesters with live ammunition, and when the protesters held the body of one of their colleagues who, according to the prosecution, was killed by security forces, and they marched toward the Interior Ministry to show them or to give them the evidence that one of them was killed, police troops there have opened fire at them, believing they were attacking the headquarters of the Interior Ministry. This is shortly part of the main points that the prosecution went through, and it was trying to stress that Egyptians were trying to stand against a government that was not keen on the benefits or was not giving priority to the people rather than giving its priority to the ruling, not just president, but the family and friends of the presidential family. So basically this was just a brief what was going on, and it seems that this will be the same way the prosecution will proceed after the break.
All right, and Adil, so what's also the latest on the former President Mohamed Morsi and his supporters' case in court? Is that also going on?
Well, for Mohammed Badiya and about 1,200 other Muslim Brotherhood members in Minya, the trial has been delayed. There are actually several trials going on in Minya. One of them includes 545 members of the Muslim Brotherhood, through which it has been delayed to March 24th. And according to the news we're getting, it seems that this, on March 24th, will be a verdict for that case. On the other hand, there has been the biggest trial in Egypt's modern history, particularly after Mohamed Morsi also was ousted. It includes 1,200 members plus the Supreme Guide of the Muslim Brotherhood, Mohammed Badiya. It also has been just delayed for more or for security purposes that is ongoing over there in Minya. In April, when it will resume, it will start from the beginning, meaning that the defense should in a sense give their demands to the court and then proceed. But it's one of the biggest cases Egypt have seen. There has been a special court built up particularly to accommodate this huge number of defendants and try to maintain control over them. We have no confirmation that they arrived in today's court, so there might be, that's one of the reasons for delaying the court, is just the logistics of how to coordinate and arrange such a massive trial. However, tomorrow, on Sunday, Mohamed Morsi and 34 others of the Muslim Brotherhood leaders are accused of killing protesters back in 2011 when they were rallying against the Muslim Brotherhood president and Egypt's first democratically elected president, through which there will be video evidence, and the video evidence that will be shown in the case, according to some sources inside the court, the case itself, they told us that the video evidence shows Muslim Brotherhood members taking shelter at the presidential palace while attacking the protesters who were camping outside the palace back then.
All right, Adil, thanks very much for that update. We're speaking there to Adil Maruhi live in Cairo.